Hi, this is Rob from Inspection Manager. Today I'll be taking you through a quick training session of our system. Inspection Manager works on two platforms. We have the website, which I'm logged into now, and we have the app. Two different platforms do different things. The website we think of as our admin side of things. So it's from here we can add inspections, the property details are stored, and when you finish the reports they get stored back here as well. The app that you use on your device, that is the tool that you use in the field to complete the inspections. For the training session today, I'm going to be running through both platforms with you. I'll start with the website. When you log into the website, you automatically get taken to your inspections tab here. Any active inspections that you've set up for the office will load underneath this dark blue bar. As you work your way through an inspection, you work through different color-coded stages. You want to work all the way from red pending when you set it up on the website to black closed when it's finalized, which we'll do a bit later from the app. Our next tab over is the properties tab. All of your properties for your office will load underneath this dark blue bar. If you need to look for a property on the website, it's best to type in the address up the top, which will then find the property for you. For our account, we have one property entered in, One Simple Street. I manually entered this property in by going plus new property on the top right hand side. To the right hand side of my property, I'm going to click the edit button and I'm just going to show you the details that we get in terms of your properties. So we get the property address, the inspection frequency, key number and alarm code, the landlord's details, the tenant's details and the lease details. Underneath I've assigned a layout to the property, which I'll just do from this drop down box. We select the layout that best suits the property. I'm going to select a 3-bedroom house. On the website, I can further customize the layout by adding new areas here, or I can wait till I do my inspection from the app and I can customize the layout when I'm out doing the inspection. For the purposes of this training session, I'll be doing my customization directly from the app. Once we're happy, we're going to save off the property. Now that we've got our property details sorted, to the right hand side, I'm going to click View 5 Inspections. This is where all historical data is kept for the inspections that you've completed in the past. For today, I want to add a new inspection for the property. So I'm going to press this button here that says Add a New Inspection. We then select the type of inspection that we want to complete, either an ingoing, routine, or outgoing. Today I'm going to show you a routine report. We then select the inspector for whom we'd like the inspection to load for. I'm going to add the inspection in now. So red pending means the inspection's now added onto the app and it's ready for us to do our report. Our next tab over is the layout templates. Here you can further customize any special layouts you'd like to do for your office. For example, if you manage both residential and commercial properties, you may have different layouts for each. Our next tab along is our users tab. Typically you'll have several users set up here, and this is where you do your user management. So it's from here you can go through and change passwords, and you can also assign the proper access level to Inspection Manager. There are two access levels, which are Property Manager and Office Manager. Property Manager has access to inspections, properties and layout templates, whereas the Office Manager has full access to all of the tabs on the website. If you are assigned Office Manager, don't worry, this won't appear on the reports. We're going to move over to settings now, and we've got some tabs underneath to run through as well. So on our general settings tab, we'll go through CMS settings first. CMS is another name for the website. This is simply how the website loads and the way that things load up for you on the app as well. This is saying that our inspections will load up in date and time order. When we close the report, all this means is that report will stay active on our inspection list for 7 days. After that, it will simply file away into the property it was completed on. Number of records per page simply means that if I open up my properties page, I'll see 10 properties instead of 20. Our next one down is device settings. You might have noticed earlier, we can add key numbers and alarm codes for the property. Just as an extra bit of security, if you'd like to see your key numbers and alarm codes from the app, you're required to put in a 4-digit PIN code. This is where you set it up in settings on the website. For our account, our code is 8888, and that will show us the key number and alarm code. Our next setting down is email settings. You may choose to have this on or off. Inspection Manager has a separate email system, which allows you to send the reports off through the website. For this training session, I'm going to demonstrate this system. Our next setting is Last Inspection Data. Last Inspection Data is a really useful tool. It allows you to pre-populate the last inspection data from the previous inspection for your new inspections. So for example, if you've gone through and done an outgoing inspection at one of your properties, you can use the last inspection data from that inspection to pre-populate the new ingoing inspection. We load conditions, comments, and photos, or a combination of those things. It loads all of these back onto the app, where you can then select to compare or reuse that data for the new inspection. Our next tab down is our reporting tab. I'm going to open this up. This enables you to customize to an extent how you'd like your routine inspections to look. All these boxes on the front page can be turned off and on or renamed to match how your office does inspections. For example, if your office does not do rent reviews when you do your routine reports, you can simply switch that off and it won't appear on any of your routine inspections anymore. It's a way that we design what you'd like to be on the front page of your routine inspections. I'm going to move over to predictive phrases now. Predictive phrases is the app dictionary. All these phrases are preloaded onto the app to make the comment process simpler. The left-hand side are ingoing and outgoing comments, and the right-hand side are routine comments. You'll typically have all these phrases already built in to your Inspection Manager program. There are a lot of phrases here. The easiest way to look for a phrase though is to simply search for a few letters of any word. For example, if I want to talk about air conditioning, I'll simply type in the word air on the app and any phrase with air conditioning will come up. Other good ways to look for a phrase are to look for an item that you want to comment on, such as the doors, carpet, walls, tiles, or look for a key property manager word like neat, tidy, damaged, clean. You can also go through and add in as many phrases as you like. So if you have your own terminology, feel free to add them in up the top. Some of our phrases also have shortcuts. If we put codes in on the app, such as XRP, it'll put in the corresponding phrase. I'll show you these a little bit later when we do our inspection. Our next tab along is our email templates tab. This relates to using our email system. To make your life a bit easier, you can set up email templates in this section so that you don't need to type in an email every time you want to send a report off. On our drop-down box here, I'll show you an email template I set up earlier. This email template is for routine inspections. It gives a general message to the owner along with the report link so that when you finish the inspection at the end, you can simply plug in this template and send it to the owner. The template also has mail merge, which you can find in this section here. For example, this will automatically merge in the owner's name and the property address. Any emails that you send through Inspection Manager will log in email logs. This will show you whether the email has successfully sent and when the owner opened it up, based on when they clicked the report link. Now that I've been through the website platform with you, I want to explain how Inspection Manager integrates with Trust Account systems. Inspection Manager currently has live integration with both Property Tree and REST, with many more on the way. Integration simply automates processes for you so that you don't need to manually add them in Inspection Manager. For example, if you book an inspection in REST, it will automatically load onto your inspection list on Inspection Manager. The same goes with Property Tree, making sure that you're confirming your inspections in that system. It also automatically loads in property details as well. We now move into the field to complete our inspection. The app can be downloaded from the App Store or the Google Play Store. The app is called IM Plus on iPhones. On iPads, it's called IM Plus 2. We simply use our login details as per the user on the website to log into the app. When we log into the app, we're brought to our home screen. We complete the majority of our work through the Inspection List tab. To open up the inspection, we tap on it. This will take us into the home page of our inspection. It's from here we can see things like the tenant's contact details, if we need to call them from site, the key number and alarm code, which we put in our 4-digit PIN code, 8888, so that if we need the keys for the property. We can also use the map feature to focus in on our property. To start the inspection, on the right hand side, we hit perform or continue inspection. Before we start our inspection, we're going to edit the layout to suit how the property is. We'll only need to complete that once from the app. Once we change the layout, Inspection Manager will remember the layout for any future reports for that property. The first thing I'm going to do is delete a few areas we don't need. If our property is much smaller, we can easily delete areas by grabbing that area and swiping it to the left. We can then either rename or delete the area. An even faster way is to grab and swipe all the way. If we need to add in additional areas to our property, we tap on Edit Layout on the top right hand side. This will take us into a screen specially designed for changing the layout. So if I want to add another bedroom, I'll type in BED up the top and select the bedroom underneath. It will automatically label it bedroom 4 if there are additional bedrooms there. For the purpose of our demonstration, we'll keep the layout of our property quite small. Using the bin on the right hand side, I'll further delete the areas I don't need. We can also rename areas from this screen. So for our property, I want to name Entrance Hall / Lounge. I'll do that just by tapping where the font is and typing in Lounge. The last thing we can do from this screen is reorder the areas. It looks more professional for the owners and for the tenants if the areas appear in order on the report. To move around the order of the areas on the app, to the left hand side, pick up the area where the 3 lines are and move it up to where you like. Once we're happy, we save. Inspection Manager will now remember that layout for any future reports for this property. General Details is the front page of our inspection. This is the page, if you remember, that you can design online. These are the overall comments for our routine inspection. I'll come back to this at the end once we've finished our report. We'll start working through our inspection now. In each area, we have 3 things to do: conditions, comments, and any photos. The conditions on the app are the 3 circles. On the report, they align with the 3 columns. What it's asking for our routine inspections is the condition of the area satisfactory, and is there any action that's required by the tenant or landlord? We can fill these out by tapping on the circles, once for yes, twice for no, and then 3 times for nothing again. Or if it's a good condition, you can hit the thumbs up, which will autofill to that condition. Now we'll make a comment by tapping the comment box. For our comments, you can type in whatever you like. Or an easier way to do comments is to use our predictive phrase dictionary. We might look for a phrase on the app that has the word clean in it. So if I just type in CLE for clean, any phrase with the word clean will come up underneath. Then I'll tap the one that I want. Now we'll go through and take a photo of the area. We hit the camera and we take a photo. Once you've taken a photo, this grey box will appear. You can add comments to photos, which is really good for showing either repairs or damage or anything that you need to highlight on that photo. I'm going to tap here and I'll make a comment. Another really easy way to make comments, especially if you're doing an ingoing or outgoing in an empty property, is to use our talk to text. You'll find the microphone at the bottom of the keypad, and you simply touch and talk. There is a crack in the glass. And we save. Because this is a comment that we've made on a photo, it'll bring up a pointer on that comment, which will also appear on the report at the end. We move this around with our finger to point out exactly what we're trying to show. We'll just do that one more time. There are some stains on the concrete floor. And save. Once we're satisfied with the photo and the comment, we hit the tick on the right hand side to save it. Let's move into our bathroom now. Open up the bathroom. We'll do our conditions again and our comment. In the bathroom, I'll use some more predictive phrasing. I'm going to type in BAT, looking for the word bath. So again, we're looking for an item or a keyword to make our comment. Save. If you want to take additional photos, so more than one photo of a room, you take one photo, then instead of hitting the tick, you hit the add button. That will successively add any other photos that you'd like to. Once you're satisfied again, hit the tick. Our next area down is our kitchen. In our kitchen, we might look for an item that we want to comment on. I'm going to look for the word appliance. All appliances appear to be clean and in good working order. I can add more comments on top of this simply by typing. A new feature that we rolled out late last year is our video component. You can use our video component for routine inspections. And again, it's a really good way of showing a unique issue within the property. Think of it as an extra service to the landlord. And it will make your life easier by not having to try and explain what it is that you're talking about. We tap the camera, and instead of tapping on the right hand side, we tap and hold for video. So I'm going to tap and hold. We record a 10 or 11 second video, which also has audio, which will be embedded into the report at the end. The video component is a really great way to show very unique issues in the property. For example, if you have complicated repair and a photo just doesn't do it justice. The last area to complete is our bedroom. And we're just going to do our conditions again and our comment. And in the bedroom, we're going to look for the word neat. The room was presented in neat and tidy condition. We'll now complete our general details section of the report, which if you'll recall is the front page of the inspection. We have these boxes to complete, and just remember, if that's too many boxes for you, you can customize this online. Our first box is general comments. We'll now utilize some of those shortcuts I showed you online earlier. For general comments, you'll most likely have a shortcut saved that's XGC. That's a really good shortcut for the general comments section. So if I just type in XGC, then hit the spacebar, it'll put in our routine inspection comment. Our next section down is recommended maintenance. You may choose to take photos, videos as you're going through the inspection, or you can list the repairs in here. For our demo, I'm going to go REC, looking for the phrase recommend. Our next box down is overall standard. There are 3 great shortcuts you can use for this section. X1 is an excellent comment, X2 is a reasonable comment, and X3 is a poor comment. So if we've inspected our property and the tenant's taking excellent care of the home, if we just type in X1, then hit the spacebar, it'll put in our excellent comment. Again, just remember you can customize your own phrases on the online dictionary. Our next section down is work to carried out by landlord. We might come back to our talk to text for the last 2 sections. There is no work required at this stage. And our last box down is work to carried out by tenant. The tenant will need to perform a general cleanup of the property. We've now finished our inspection. What we need to do now is sync our report back to the website. That's called syncing the inspection. At the bottom of your report, you'll see the Sync Now button. We press Sync Now, and then we confirm by pressing Sync Now again. Once the inspection changes to blue completed, that means it's safely synced back to the website. Before we go back onto the website to view our report, a few more things on the app. If I tap Settings on the top right hand side, we can add a unique signature to the bottom of our reports. You do this from the app by signing this section with your finger or with the stylist. Some other settings here relate to our photos. You can have this setting on or off, Save Photo to Gallery. If it's on, any photos you take through Inspection Manager will save into the gallery of your device. If you don't wish for that to occur, just turn it off. We now log into the website to view the report that we've completed. You'll see the report has been synced to the website and is in blue completed status. On Inspection Manager, we think of blue completed as a preview of the inspection. So before you download it, print it off or email it, you'll probably want to have a look at the report to make sure that you're satisfied. To the right hand side, we click our View Report button. This will show us a preview of the inspection where we scroll through and we check that we're satisfied with the report. If at this time you do need to make any additional edits to the inspection, you have two options. You can either log back into the app, make the changes and then sync the report again, or you can edit the inspection online. To edit the inspection online, you click Edit on the top of the page and you can type in additional changes to the report. Once you've typed it in, just hit Save. You can also go through and view the work that you've completed. For example, here's our video at the end. We recorded 10 or 11 second video. Once we're satisfied with the report, the last thing we need to do is close our inspection. After we've closed our inspection, we can also send it through the website, just by clicking the Send button. If you recall earlier, I set up an email template so that we don't need to type in an email here. We can select that from our drop-down box and then just send the email. It's important to note, if your account has integration, closing the inspection is what saves the report back into the Trust Account system. Our training session has now finished. If you have any further questions about Inspection Manager, feel free to get in touch either by calling us or by using our live chat. Happy inspecting!